Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Gig where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, you will learn the essential steps to start trading successfully. Even if you have no prior experience, you will understand the core concept that forms the foundation of trading. Discover key indicators that guides market decision and follow a clear step-by-step strategy designed to help you enter the market with confidence. Make sure to watch until the end to equip yourself with practical knowledge that can set you on the right path from the very beginning. We start by understanding the basics of trading. And trading means buying and selling financial instruments to profit from changes in price. When you buy at a low price and sell later at a high price, you secure a gain. Alternatively, you can sell first, meaning go short and buy back at a lower price to achieve the same results. This is basically what it means that you buy and buy low. When you buy low, when price gets to a high price, you sell it off to make a profit. Or you can sell off at a high price then decide to buy at a low price. Now in your trading platform you will notice there are two prices for every asset. The two prices are both your bid price and your bid price and your selling and your ask price. If you see this price, this is your price here. This is one of the prices and this is your bid price. This is your asking price and this is your bid price. You usually see two lines on the chart. The difference between them is the spread, which represents the cost you incur while entering a trade. Leverage lets you control a larger position with a small deposit, but it also increases both your potential gains and your potential losses. Indicators are tools that help you interpret price movements. The moving average smoothens out price data over an overall trend, while the relative strength index measures the speed and magnitude of recent price changes to identify overbought and oversold condition. You can see this is the moving average and the moving average simply smoothens out price trend, meaning it shows the direction at which price moves in. While the RSI, which is the relative strength index, measures the speed and magnitude of recent price. This is the speed and magnitude of recent prices. Now, effective risk management separates successful traders from the rest. Always decide in advance how much you are willing to risk on a single trade. A common guideline is to risk no more than 1 to 2% of your account balance per trade. Emotions like fear and greed can undermine your discipline, so set stop loss orders to limit potential losses. Finally, you will need to practice your skill on a demo account before trading with real money, because this would allow you to apply your strategy and become familiar with the trading platform without risking your capital. Now let's look at the trading strategy. We'll use a step-by-step guide to start trading successfully as a beginner. It is important to follow a clear and simple strategy. Now this is a step-by-step strategy that is going to explain steps you need to take from choosing a market to managing your trades. This step-by-step approach will help you build a solid foundation and avoid common mistakes. The first step would be to choose your market and time frame. By selecting the market that offers high liquidity and predictable patterns such as your Euro USD and GBP USD pairs. This choice with a time frame that suits your schedule and temperament. Shorter charts you can use 15 minutes or 1 hour to deliver more signals, while daily charts provides clearer trend contents with few trades. Now this is our Euro USD. If you check our 1 hour time frame, you would see it's giving us a smoother price action. And remember, there are 24 candles, there are 24 hours in a day. So you can trade any particular hour you decide to trade. By focusing on one or two markets allows you to learn true unique behaviors, bid and ask spread and typical volatility before expanding your trading universe. The second step will be to set up your chart with key indicators, a load of 50 period moving average to review the prevailing trend by smoothing out price noise. So by using 50 period moving average, you'll be able to get the overall trend of the market, and it helps you to smoothen out the price direction. You can also use your RSI, which would help us to gauge the momentum and potential overbought and oversold conditions in the market. These two indicators works together. The simple moving average shows the trend direction, while the RSI, which is the relative strength index, confirms whether the momentum supports or continues the move or signals a likely reversal. This is basically what you need to do. Remember that your RSI, when price is above your 50 region, it means you are in a buying condition. When it's below 50, it means you are in a selling condition. When price is above 70, it means that you are in an overbought condition, meaning price is likely to reverse in an overbought condition. And the reverse is the case when price is below 30, it means that you are in an oversold condition and you expect price to reverse to the upside. Now the third step would be to identify clear entry signals. You have to watch for price to cross above the 50 period moving average, and you wait for the RSI to move above 50 for potential long entries. And as you can see at this area, when price moved above the moving average, the 50 moving average, at this area you just need to wait for price to be above 50, then you enter your buying trade at this area. Now for a sell trade, you just wait for price to drop below the 50 of the RSI, the 50 region in the RSI, and you wait for price to be trading below the moving average. Now the step 4 would be to determine your risks and place your trade effectively. You just need to calculate your position size so that a stop loss at a most recent swing high or swing low would be would amount to at least 1% of your trading capital. So you place your stop loss just beyond any swing point. If you are in a buy trade and you want to buy at this area, you just need to set your stop loss just below that swing point. And in terms of a sell trade, you just need to place your stop loss just above the recent swing point. This is basically what it means. And you calculate your stop loss in such a way that you are risking just 1% of your account on a single trade. By fixing your maximum loss and aiming for a larger gain, you will gain a possessive expectancy even if you win only 50% of your trade. The fifth step will be to manage and adjust your trades. All you need to do is to manage your trades by capitalizing on any win you have. You move your stop loss to break even when market moves in your direction, so that when it reverses on you, you don't lose any trade. And you can also decide to use trailing stop loss to capitalize on larger moves. The sixth step would be to record, review and refine, meaning you have to log every trade entry, exit and time and everything. You have to detail everything that made you to take a particular trade, so that you can be able to spot the pattern, spot where you made a mistake, and you can gain useful data and information from your past trades. So any trade you take, you just need to journal your trade so that it would help you to spot where you are making mistakes to maintain consistently and to make you a better trader, because this will transform random wins into repeatable results by highlighting what works and what doesn't work for you in your personal trading style. Alright trader, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences. And if you have found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on more trading tips and strategies. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.